Hi, everybody. Dave Berman, Daily Laughers, Laugh of the Day number 680, and continuing our series that we started on Monday of this week. It's now Friday, and so this is the fifth of what's going to be at least an 8-part series looking at how we can get an embodied understanding of what we call the 3 principles, thought, mind, and consciousness, through laughter yoga. So this is intentional laughter as a form of exercise. And I find that laughter yoga has not only the many physical health benefits that you can learn more about in my book, Laughter for the Health of It, for example, and of course the many social and spiritual and professional benefits, but also we can learn a lot about our true nature as human beings and the way the world works, and gain insights into this understanding that we call the 3 principles. And so in this episode, we're looking at what we call implication-based learning. This is how something that we can get as an insight, aha, in the present moment, will actually necessarily have ripple effects and implications for future learning. So for example, you can have an experience for yourself thinking about something that is going to happen tomorrow or next week, and maybe in one instant you're feeling fear or doubt or insecurity. You don't know how this is going to go, and then in an instant you realize this is the biggest opportunity ever, and you are totally prepared, and suddenly your thought has changed from creating a feeling of insecurity or fear or doubt to one of pure excitement and confidence, and nothing has changed other than the thought. You can look at a scar on your body and perhaps be filled with a memory of pain or struggle, or perhaps it feels like an achievement, something that you've endured and survived and overcome. Maybe it'll even occur to you that your dreams that you have at night when you're asleep are made from the same thing as all these other thoughts. It's just thought. It's going on all the time for all of us. And our body responds accordingly. And we can learn lessons just simply from raising our awareness that we create our experience from the inside out. 100% of our perception comes from thought. And this has massive implications when we realize this insightfully. So this is an example of what we would call implication-based learning. And it is something I was introduced to through studying the 3 principles, but I see, without anybody having pointed it out to me, that laughter yoga also gives us insight in this same way. So actually that is kind of an example of laughter yoga teaching by implication. But let's do some laughter exercises, because that's what we always do in Laugh of the Day videos. We show you different ways to laugh on purpose as a form of exercise. We want to inspire you to laugh on purpose every single day. And so a couple of exercises that seem to me like they have implications to teach us. One would be what we call naughty naughty. So in a social laughter club setting, we would mingle about and we would all knowingly wag our fingers at each other like, I know what you did. Oh. And being confronted in this way and knowing that it's nothing serious and you're not really in trouble and nobody's really picking on you or calling you out, but accepting that being sort of on the carpet and being confronted and not really taking it seriously. This helps us with what we talked about yesterday, actually, resilience. And it teaches us by implication not to be so serious and not to take things so personally, and not to necessarily be concerned that something might have come up that could be a problem we have to address. Another example of an implication-based exercise that occurs to me is the classic red light, green light. So many people experience road rage, or maybe on a lesser scale, frustration or anger, being in traffic, running late for a meeting, getting caught at a red light. And so we do this exercise called red light, green light, where we pretend like we're driving and we're in second gear as the light is green and we're moving. And so second gear level laughter might be like, and then when the light goes red, we freeze in whatever position we're at because we're driving around the room, and we laugh like we're in fifth gear. The light goes green again. Red light. Green light. And we go back and forth, changing the intensity level and the volume of our laughter, with the light changing from red to green and back again. And part of the experience that just seems to naturally occur as a result of this is kind of like a repatterning of our conditioned response. Instead of so easily going into that mode of frustration or anger or road rage, we actually train ourselves to have a different response. And this is not to say that you have to consciously now choose to laugh at a red light. You don't need to do anything. That's also part of the implication-based learning that we gain from the principles. We don't need to do anything to change how we feel. How we feel changes naturally and automatically as our thoughts shift. But laughter yoga, from the experience, from the embodied practice and learning that we get from doing laughter, it does seem to just change what shows up in our behavior, in our feelings, and in our thinking. So this is an introduction to the implication-based learning aspect that I see on offer from both the three principles and from laughter yoga. We're going to continue to look at the connection between the two, which I'm seeing as 3P and LY, or 3-ply, and that's showing up in how I'm coaching people. So if you'd like to have your own, kind of guidance in looking at this and seeing how it's going to show up for you with greater resilience and more success in your life, go ahead and send me a private message and we can schedule time to talk about how we might work together for your benefit in a very unique and personalized way. So we'll have another Laugh of the Day video for you tomorrow, and every day we'll do at least 3 more lessons related to 3-ply, and we'll continue to show you different ways to laugh on purpose. So you can subscribe on YouTube to Daily Laughers, be part of our community on Facebook, support us on Patreon. We're accepting monthly subscriptions to keep us going. We've been making these videos for almost 2 years every single day. And thanks for watching. We'll laugh with you again tomorrow.